How's it going, guys? Back with another Mustang video. So I felt like I'd pop on here and make a quick little video for you guys. I know it's been a couple weeks since I have actually, put out a decent video. I was putting out a lot of shorts, shorter videos. But I felt like it was time to, pop on here and give you guys some updates. I'm not going to have any major topic or anything in this video today. It's just going to be, basically winging it, random stuff on the car. So if that piques your interest, keep watching. I'm going to cover, a decent amount of stuff on the car, events, things that I've been doing to the car. I've just been busy with life, work, family. It's been summertime. Unfortunately, we are coming to an end for summer. I think we got like a month and a half max left. And here in Oregon, unfortunately, it's been very smoky. There's been a lot of fires and stuff like that. If you are in Oregon or, Washington area, you know what I'm talking about. So it's been pretty hectic and crazy. So, just dealing with some stuff, but, let's dive into the video. Let's just start talking about the car. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is my 2003, Mustang GT. I am boosted with a Vortec V3 supercharger, non-intercooled, at the moment. So, to, wrap it up, go back and watch some previous videos if you're interested. I have the whole journey, the whole build on this car. When I first bought it, it was bone stock pretty much. Everything that you see on it was definitely not on the car. So, go back and watch that journey if you're new to the channel. If you watch some of my previous videos, you know that I did get this car finally tuned, finally dialed in by Marty, Ox, and Jeff. That session went very smoothly. I'm not sure if I actually covered in some previous videos. They did recommend me getting a MAF airflow straightener to help with, I was having some light bucking on, decel and stuff like that when letting off the accelerator. Little light cruises around town, like 25, 30 miles per hour. I'd get like this slight, bucking, and it was very annoying. So they recommended getting a, one of those MAF airflow straighteners. And like I mentioned, I am non-intercooled. So my MAF sensor and my air filter sit right in this area. Lower portion of the front bumper, fender. There are a lot of elbows. Let me see. I do have some of the extra piping that Vortex sent. So there's a lot of these like elbow, piping or whatever you guys want to call that, tubing, right there. So I went with MRP. It's an American-made company. Good quality aluminum. It goes right before the MAF sensor. And basically, this is what, they were explaining to me. Before you put that in, the airflow is coming through there pretty quickly, and it's all over the place because there's bends and stuff. So it's gonna, that MAF sensor is not gonna read correctly sometimes. Not everybody has this issue, but it is kind of common a little bit. So I actually ended up putting that airflow straightener in, and it helped so much, guys. Like, I've taken the car on a few drives ever since. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this in some previous videos, but just to update you guys a little further, I have taken the car on a few more drives since my last videos, obviously. So it helped so much, guys. They mentioned it's not gonna, be 100%. So if you are going to go and install one of those, don't expect the world, but it is going to help like 60, 70% right around that area. So it only happens, it used to happen pretty much every time. But now it's like, I go on a 45-minute drive and it happens maybe once or twice. So it's not that big of a deal. It's definitely worth it in my opinion. I think I paid like $30. And Marty and Jeff know their stuff. Here, let me pop the hood real quick for you guys. like I said, I am pretty much winging this video. I'm not gonna have anything specific. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm working with here. This is the Vortec V3 supercharger. Like I mentioned, non-intercooled. This is the charge pipe that it came with. Yeah. So I do have a lot of things on here. I have the strut brace bar from BBK, aftermarket aluminum radiator coolant tank, along with the power steering, aftermarket tank, oil catch can, definitely a must in my opinion on any car. Vented, because I am boosted. But yeah, there are a few things. Yeah, so I am running a bigger 75 millimeter VMS racing throttle body. I am ported and I did port and polish my upper intake plenum to match the throttle body. Yeah, so if you guys have any, questions on any of that, leave it down in the comments. Yeah, guys, it's just been a fun journey, honestly. It's been a fun experience. Yeah, I'm definitely ready for fall, though, guys, honestly. Like, I know, like I've mentioned, summer is coming to an end. We got maybe a month and a half left. And here in Oregon, like, right now, it's all burning down. Tons of smoke. It's not fun to be outside right now, to be honest. But, yeah, so... I haven't taken the car out, to many events this summer, because I did recently, like I mentioned, just got tuned properly finally. It's been such a journey, guys. Like if you've watched my previous videos, you know what I've been going through. But I finally, decided to get this car properly tuned, by a reputable, knowledgeable tuner. Obviously, if you know, Marty Ox is pretty much the GOAT in the community for tuning these cars and Crown Vics, etc. So yeah, it's been hectic. I'm just finally glad to have the car. I have a lot of things that I want to get on this car. I have a lot of modifications already in my head planned for the beginning of next year. I'm not going to go too much into detail in this video. I am going to make a separate video for basically a list of things that I have planned rest for the car, especially going into next year, because this year's main project was basically wrapping up the supercharger, getting it finely tuned and stuff like that. I started the whole supercharger install with all the supporting mods and stuff like that the end of last year. Basically, I pulled the car down in my previous place in October, and I just started going to town on it. I did this all in the garage. I didn't have a lift or anything. All handheld tools and stuff like that. Pretty simple install in my opinion. But yeah, so I'm just finally happy to have the car finally boosted. I think I'm running upwards of 9 pounds right now. So I'm pretty happy. The car scoots. It's pretty quick. It puts you in the back of your seat for sure. I've had a few friends ride along with me, and they were pretty impressed. The car is definitely golden now, but I have a whole goal for this car. I don't know what it is at currently, but when I was, with that, local trash tune that I had on his dyno, I was 366 horsepower to the wheels, 377 torque. So right now I don't even know where I'm at. So the car feels night and day difference, guys. So my whole goal is to get this car to 400 horsepower and call it a day. Like I said, I have a few other modifications that I want to do to get me to that goal. That will be pretty simple once I, add those things. But yeah, it's definitely been fun. So yeah, like I said, if you guys have any questions, if I'm not, covering certain things, or if I'm just passing up on certain things that you guys are interested in, leave it down in the comments. I'm not a mind reader, and I will definitely make a video for you guys. So I'm definitely down for that. Give me some more ideas. Like I said, on things that you guys, want to see on the car. Yeah, and I'll make a video. So yeah, it's just been a fun journey, guys, honestly. Like I said, I just wanted to hop on here, give you guys some updates. I do have some events coming up. I got a car meet scheduled for next week. It's a night meet. I prefer night meets. It's a whole different scene, at least here in Oregon. A lot more people come out and, have a good time. I know it's not for everybody, but Underglow is coming back, in my opinion. So I run Underglow. I have the Type S kit on my car. A lot more people have been running that, and it kind of inspired me to finally make that leap and do that. So, and like I said, I love to go to night meets. It's a lot cooler, the temperature and stuff like that. And it's just a different vibe, so, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Like I said, I got a night meet coming up, and then there are a couple, local cars and coffee events that I'm thinking about attending. Those are in the day. Those are more morning. Little different scene. I usually, attend that if I can. But yeah, so I think I'm just pretty much ranting at this point. Like I said, I just want to hop on here, give you guys a decent little update, on the car. It's looking pretty good. It's sitting pretty good, in my opinion. But yeah, finally got it all dialed in. I got a lot more things that I want to do to this car. This build is not even, remotely done. This is a keeper for sure, but like a lot of people were asking me, like, are you going to garage keep it, in the winter? Obviously it's in the garage. This is its new resting place. I call this the Mustang house. Basically it's a, detached, garage, 2-car garage. But no, to answer those questions, I'm going to still take the car out in the wintertime. I'm not that kind of person where I just, pull the car in the winter, put a cover over it and let it sit all winter. That's not how I got the car. I built the car. I'm going to drive the car. So, I personally, I don't like to tend to a lot, of winter meets. I mean, I do, but I don't. If it's, pouring rain, cold, windy, I'm not going to go stand in a parking lot for an hour. That's just not how I like it. But, there are some locations. Location is key in my book. Like parking garage or, covered areas. I attend those meets for sure. I'm not going to let the cold, wet, deter me. But if it's in an open area, like I said, a parking lot, I'm probably just going to skim through for 5 minutes and leave. A lot of people do that. And like I mentioned in the past, the winter meets shrink big time. Summertime, you got a lot of cars coming out. There's, tons of different builds. Here in Oregon, we have a lot of different, cars. There's built Hondas, Mustangs, Chargers, BMWs, Mitsubishi, etc. The list just keeps going on. So, yeah, I'm definitely excited to take this out next week. Like I mentioned. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Yeah. Like I said, guys, if there's something that you are seeing that I'm brushing over that you really want to know about, or even if it's just the simplest thing, I can make a whole video on it, or I can mention it in a video. You know, you guys got, I want to hear the feedback from you guys. I want to, you know, basically know what you guys want to see, what you guys want to, you know, want me to film. Give me some more ideas, some fresher ideas. I know that a lot of people have mentioned that they want to see some more POV videos. Definitely going to be doing those. You know, the car just got tuned last month, so I will be having a lot more POV videos coming out for you guys. You know, drive videos, etc. So, yeah, if you guys are liking the content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it, guys. It keeps me pumping these kind of videos out for you guys. And like always, thanks for watching this video.